Mercenaries are sent to kill some soldiers guarding an artifact. They kill the guards and take the scientists hostage. They take the artifact and leave the place, letting out a bomb destroying the place. A man named Nathan is summoned by an agent of the government to go get the artifact. Nathan selects his team, with them being Olsen as the leader, Sarah as the computer girl, and Davies as the all-rounder. We see Nathan in Morocco. He goes to see Olsen and explains the next mission to him. He is seen on the flight to Madrid with Nathan. They arrive at the airport and Olsen meets his teammates. They get ready for the mission as they want to intercept an old man with a bag. Sarah sees the old man and alerts her mates. The old man passes by one of their female mates and Sarah asks her to follow the old man. The female is tossed and she falls. Sarah sees a glitch in the cameras and realizes that the female is out. Olsen calls Nathan and tells him this. It turns out that a guy named Mike also works for the government, is trying to steal their mission. Two guys try to tase Olsen but he takes them out instead. Another two men try to take the old man by force. Olsen and Davies comes and knock them out and take the old man. They are seen in a van. They hack into the item in the old man's bag. The old man has a heart attack and dies in the process. Mike and his team block the van and uses a machine to cut the doors open. Mike takes the item and leave. Sarah says that Mike's team is going to need a software to access the item. Nathan poses as the old man and sends a duplicate of the item to the man the dead old man was asked to deliver to. They research on the man and see that his name is Ben. He works for an arms dealer named Greg, who is the middleman of illegal arms dealing. The team decides to move to Los Angeles to retrieve a movie star named Danny Francesco. Danny is the favorite action movie star of Greg. The team plans to use Danny as bait to catch Greg. Danny is seen in his plane. Olsen comes in as his manager and blackmails Danny with him cheating on his wife with his sister-in-law. The trio are seen at a party held by Greg. Greg sees them and buys a diamond necklace for Danny. They are seen chatting with Greg. They plan to hack Greg's phone, which is with his assistant. Sarah is asked to place a device that will enable them hack into Greg's phone. Olsen sees one of Mike's men. He goes after him and they enter a room. Greg introduces Danny to two guys named Trent and Arnold. Sarah is seen by Ben. She stalls for time as Davies hacks the phone. A couple of guys ask Danny for a selfie. Olsen beats up the Mike's man and ends up leaving him in the sea. Davies is done hacking and Sarah leaves the place. Greg is seen doing business with his friend. The team are seen listening to the conversations. Greg calls Sarah, trying to seduce her. Olsen comes in and takes both Sarah and Danny away. The team find it hard to hack one of Greg's friends' firewall. Olsen says that he can do it physically. Olsen breaks into Greg's friend's house. He gasses the place and causes all of them to fall asleep. He steals some cash and jewelry to make it seem like a robbery. He presses enter and aids Sarah hack the laptop. Olsen is seen getting out. He meets two men to be helpless and beats them up, breaking their nuts and noses in the process. Olsen meets with his team and they leave with him. They realize that Greg has a policeman named Qasim Man backing him up. Olsen is seen on the plane to Italy. He gives wine to Davies and he likes it. They arrive and we see Sarah and Danny meeting Greg. Olsen and Nathan fight over the hotel rooms. Greg gifts a car to Danny and they drive away. Sarah is seen looking around by Greg's assistant. The assistant shows Sarah the direction to her room. Sarah looks through Greg's desktop and sees nothing. Olsen and Davies are seen tracking someone. Olsen starts to follow Ben. Ben sees this and asks his man to stay behind. He pretends to be lost and hits the guard in the face. He beats up the guard and we see Ben texting Greg. Ben's text is blocked by Davies and he escapes with a scooter. Ben gets to a building. He asks to take a selfie with a man. Olsen gets to the building. He sees dead body on the ground and asks Davies to come for the body. Davies denies the body being that of Ben's and Ben attacks Olsen. Olsen pushes Ben and Ben falls dead in front of Davies. They take the body and they find the location where the artifact is supposed to be sold. They ask Sarah to make Olsen's voice sound like that of Ben's. Olsen poses as Ben and he meets with the buyers. Davies is seen with a gun in position. Greg mentions the password to Olsen as the artifact is opened. One of the guys that were at the house Olsen stole the money from recognizes him. They point a gun at Olsen as Davies shoots them. A shootout begins as we see helicopters throwing missiles at them. Sarah and Danny plan to escape as Greg's assistant finds out that Sarah has hacked them. The link of the next part will be posted in the description. Please subscribe to the channel.